Hey, what's up guys? Jonathan here with Florida Turf Pros. Hey, I had done some videos in the very beginning of the YouTube channel about how to make $70,000 your first year in business. I think I did a lawn care equipment setup on what I'd use to get going, and then also the marketing strategy that I used to do that. That being said, I want to just put this out there and tell you this. If you're thinking about quitting your job and just jumping into the lawn care business and the lawn care industry without doing legwork up front, you cannot look at somebody's successes or a decent success and think that that is going to translate to you if you have not done some prep work up front, okay? So I want to be very clear about this. I had a decent year in business because I took the advice of 3 channels on YouTube that were honestly, if I didn't watch these 3 channels, I wouldn't even had the opportunity to even have a decent year, I don't think. These 3 channels were instrumental in kind of helping me stay out of some pitfalls and also just getting focused and doing things to get profitable from the very start. So in this video, I want to share with you what those 3 channels were. I also want to give some shout outs to some other channels that I have since come to really like that are smaller YouTubers, but there's a lot of value in those channels, so I want to share those with you. And I also want to tell you that in the very near future, I'm going to do a series of 3 videos on what it actually took to get to that $70,000 mark, okay? It's not just the equipment setup and the marketing. There were other pieces to that. It was a website, it was technology, and there's some other little moving pieces in there that I want to tell you in those videos. So if you want a shot at having a good year in your first year in business, those videos are going to be super beneficial for you because it's not as easy as get some equipment, let's do some marketing, and we're going to have a bang up first year. I was very blessed, very blessed my first year in business. And I would say that that's probably the exception rather than the norm. But like I said, I was just blessed and humbled enough by seeing these other people's videos and taking their advice. It was like having mentors without actually having a mentor. I mean, there's literally years of knowledge that I gained just by watching these videos. So anyways, I wanted to share with you my top 3 YouTube channels that I studied. Man, I went to bed with and I turned it on play and I would fall asleep with these channels, okay? No lie. So first up, my number 1 channel that it just immediately made sense and clicked was Lawn Care Millionaire. I watched every single one of Jonathan Potosnik's videos, probably 5 to 6 times. He has hundreds of videos. I've watched every single one of them, just more times than I can count. I printed off his How to Start a Lawn Care Business book, and I read that thing backwards and forwards, and I made my business exactly like he said he would do it if he started over again. That was absolutely instrumental in me getting focused, okay? So number 1 was Lawn Care Millionaire, Jonathan Potosnik. If you're watching this, man, thank you so much for just putting all that incredible information out there. And guys, if you don't know who he is, I'm sure you do, but if you're new to lawn care and the lawn care industry, go look up Lawn Care Millionaire, start at the beginning, watch every single one of them. Number 2, my number 2 channel was George Packard. George takes the approach of just, he's raw, he's real with you. He comes from the perspective of having years and years and years in this business, okay? He's going to give it to you straight. He just has applicable, solid advice that only comes with just real solid experience in the business. A lot of things that he said I've implemented in my business. He did a lot of his advice, a lot of his warnings. And I feel like George was probably the number 2 channel that just really made an impact on me. And number 3 was, this is a toss-up, but I'm going to say it was Johnny Mow, okay? Now Johnny Mow, I believe he has since, kind of went back to more of a solo operation, but the thing that I liked about Johnny was his advice also came from just years and years in the business, and you knew that this guy, he's giving you real world not theoretical, I think this is the way it is. No, I've been doing this for 20 something years and this is the way it is. He has a different perspective than, I guess, George Packard and Lawn Care Millionaire. But the one thing that all three of those guys have in common is experience. They've all done it. They've all been in the business for a long time, and they have a lot of fantastic advice. So Jonathan Motivational, George Packard, and Johnny, if you're for some reason end up watching this video, every one of you, thank you a million times over. I literally could not have done anything that I did my first year in business without y'all's guys' advice. So thank you very much. So a bonus channel, number 4, I'm gonna throw that in there. And this is this guy, y'all know who he is. He's Keith Kelfis from the Landscape Employee Trap. He's landscaping, but that guy, I'm pretty sure that he's the reason I quit my job. He had done a video. It's just a fantastic video. You know it's what I'm talking about. He had done a video where he's basically encouraging you to just, if you have to start out with a crappy truck from the very beginning, then you just do basically what you got to do and you'll eventually make it. It was such a motivational video to me. I think, Lawn Care Millionaire, George Packard, and Johnny Mow had kind of given me the brain power to think, okay, this is feasible, I can do this. And then Keith Kelfis with that video, I guess, those other 3 guys pushed me up to the edge, and Keith just kind of pushed me over the edge with that video. So Keith, if you're watching this, thank you too, man. Moving forward, those channels were the ones that were the most instrumental into me in getting started, but there are a few guys right now that have just fantastic channels, and they're smaller channels right now. Many of you probably already know who they are, but if you're one of my subscribers or you're watching this video, I wouldn't share these with you if I didn't feel that there was real value in these channels, okay? So number 1, and this is in no particular order, guys, but I'm going to give a shout out to Brian from Brian's Lawn Maintenance. That dude has solid advice. You can just tell as the dude's talking, he knows what he's talking about. He's real with the camera. He is a what you see is what you get kind of guy, and I think he's just very authentic. He does a lot of reviews on equipment, has some real good advice with marketing tips. He's a I'm not going to say a small YouTuber. I think he's around 1,500 subscribers or maybe more, but he is a smaller guy, I guess, but he's an incredible YouTuber. A lot of good value there. Check him out. The other guy is going to be Jacob from Scooters Lawn Care. That guy, he is signed up with Service Autopilot, Jonathan Motivational's company, and he has a smaller YouTube channel right now, but the video content that he is putting out is very valuable. It is something that you will find useful if you are starting out. He has kind of taken the approach here recently where he is gearing some of his content towards the new guy starting out, helping you avoid some pitfalls. I think Jacob had said the other day that he is about 4 or 5 years in the business, so he's kind of went through that very beginning stage of growth, and they're looking to grow their company, but he is going to bring back some information that is going to be helpful for the new guys starting out. So Jacob from Scooters Lawn Care, y'all check him out. Another one of my favorite channels is Blades of Grass. That guy, he's good, man. He's got just great content on that channel. Another guy that just gives solid advice. He's not, I wouldn't call him a smaller YouTuber, but he might not be as big as some of the other ones. But Blades of Grass, Johnny over there is fantastic. So y'all go look him up too. And one other guy that you need to check out, small YouTube channel, is Grass Monkey Lawn Care. The thing that I like about that channel is that guy, he's just starting out, too. I think he's been in business 1 or 2 years, but his information is just, it's raw, it's real. He seems very authentic, and it seems he's somebody that I'm interested in watching to see what his business does. I think some of the things that he talks about, I've really taken interest in. So y'all go check out Grass Monkey Lawn Care, another fantastic YouTube channel, okay? So guys, those are my YouTube channels. The first 3 that were the most influential was Lawn Care Millionaire, George Packard, and Johnny Mow. and then Keith Kelfis, and then there's other three or four guys. Y'all go check them out. There's some smaller YouTubers, but there's a lot of value in those channels. I would never, ever in a million years say that I came up, with an idea for welcome packets by myself, or I came up with the idea of how to market or create a good postcard by myself. I took advice from all these fantastic YouTubers, and I just put it together, and that gave me a shot, all right? It just gave me a shot at having a decent year, my first year in business. So I just wanted to put it back out there and say thank you to everybody who has put out fantastic content. And moving forward, I want to share with you the other little things that made that possible. Was taking the information that these YouTubers had given me, and then what I actually did with that information. The technology that we used, the guide that we used to make our website, and how we handle our marketing. Those 3 videos are coming, and if you want a shot at really growing your lawn care business quickly in the beginning, those 3 videos are gonna be awesome for you, okay? All right, guys, those are coming soon. Good luck to your new year this year. Things are warming up here in the Pensacola area, and we're already starting to get calls for service, and we're staying pretty busy already. But good luck to you. God bless, and like and comment, subscribe for more content, okay? Take care.